What's up, guys? It's Davis.
And it's Zach. It's kind of whack.
It is. We're back again doing this podcast. And today we have not one guest, not one, but we have two guests today. I don't know what happened to one of them. He disappeared. Oh, there he is. We have Ben and Gabe here. Say hi,
Whoa.
guys.
It's your boy. Zach, I want you to do your thing again.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
You look like a Sith Jedi.
Those are opposing things.
Yeah.
What's a Sith Jedi? Is that
Star Killer. Can I say that?
I don't
Is that true? Is that true?
I don't know.
Oh. As one of our friends pointed out, we don't know that much about Star Wars.
I know a
lore.
lot more than Zach, but
Davis got called out though.
I
Davis
did.
got called out. Yeah, I don't want to get called out because I know nothing.
We should get Garrett in here. He knows all the Star Wars lore.
Let's
Yeah,
not.
Let me call him.
I don't want to. I don't even think Garrett knows Zach. So
Hi,
I'd forget about
No,
that.
that's
hi,
fine.
Garrett. Hi,
He'll watch this one because I'm going to.
how
make
are
him watch this one.
you?
Dude, make it. We need the views at this point.
It's all right.
Big brain.
I can get the views.
Is your channel dying?
A little bit, but it's all right.
Like it had a life to begin with.
We aren't at the golden age yet.
No,
Trust me.
well, we kind of peaked,
We
like
peaked
a
at that
month
one
ago,
video.
and then
That one video got like 3-some thousand.
yeah,
and then
and ever since then, it's just been in the gutter. But it's fine, dude. This video will bring us out. This will
3,000.
dig us out.
Yeah, this is gonna be the one,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
This is gonna
Yeah.
be the one. This is gonna be it.
Yep. This is gonna be the
Oh.
one that makes us famous.
So,
it's gonna be right to the top.
so how was your day? What'd you guys do today? What'd you guys do?
I slept a lot.
Wow.
like,
Imagine
a lot.
sleeping. I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning to go to work on a Saturday,
Dang, that sucks.
making that dosh, if you know what I mean.
How do you? What is your work though?
I change oil.
That's awesome.
really it.
Dude,
It's not fun.
what do you do with the leftover oil? Do you like
It's a dead
fry
end.
stuff, or
Huh?
Yeah. What do you do with the oil? Do you like dump it in the ocean?
So basically, we have. I'm gonna stop playing with my chapstick. Basically, we have these pans that slide back and forth. Yeah. And then you
Slidable.
drain the oil in it, and then you plug it up to a big tube, and it drains it off. I was gonna say ships it off, drains it off, into. Oh my god, it's very hot.
Delivery.
I got pizza.
Nice,
dude?
Nice.
It drains it off into a big underground tank, and it sits there until a truck shows up, and then it pumps it out.
Where does the truck go?
Oh
Does it go to Canada?
Probably.
no,
Where does it go?
They have to dump
Canada.
it somewhere that isn't on U.S. soil. So.
But
I'm switching
yeah,
internet, so my meeting
it was
might
a very
start out.
interesting day for
Oh.
me. It snowed twice today.
It did.
It snowed twice today.
Yeah,
which
us
was
in North
honestly the
Carolina,
coolest
we
thing.
barely get snow. So
well, we get it like twice a year.
And every time we see snow, we freak out and we go buy every bottle of water in the grocery store.
Places shut down at the threat of snow. Like we didn't go to school like 3 days in a row 2 years ago or something because it might snow. Like what
Red
the hell was
water
that?
That was
That was
awesome.
in the
That's what that
forecast.
was.
Red
yeah,
water and
agreed.
milk.
I agree.
It's gone. But
So-
it snowed twice today. And that is amazing.
But it
That
didn't
blows my
stick.
mind. No,
No.
of course it didn't
It's
stick. It's
too
too
warm
hot.
for
sure.
We live
in the 40s or
swampland.
something.
We do
live
live
in
in a
swampland.
We live in
swampland.
swampland. Yeah. It's like
Well, we live in a
Dagobah.
swamp. We're
Hey,
Shrek. I
Miss
want to see
Charlie.
Shrek. What's up with Star Wars?
Some.
Copyright.
Kick open a door.
Do you
What's,
get copyrighted for not? But
No,
we
I
aren't
don't think so.
monetized though. So like,
Smash Mouth would love to copyright us.
you think
I
Smash
love to be
Mouth?
copyrighted by Smash Mouth.
Why?
Dude, band name Crush Oral Hole. Yup.
That's a horrible band name. Crushed oral hole. What is wrong with you?
Smash Mouth.
I know, but that's not. Oh,
That's really bad.
I don't like.
Zach, I'm gonna have to take you to court for that one.
Crush orifice.
Okay, that's better than oral hole.
Yeah, it's a lot better than oral.
So when did you guys go to our what was your first grade at our school?
Oh, freshman year.
You were freshman year, right? Davis, when you were in middle school. with us,
yeah.
right?
I joined in 6th grade.
Me and
I
Ben
was
have been at that
kindergarten part
school
1.
since kindergarten. He was at part 1. You want to tell that story?
Yeah,
About
so
how
first
Ben got-
year I went to kindergarten. I just didn't go. I missed like half the school year, literally.
Ben is one
And
of
they were
the
like,
only.
"Yeah, you're gonna have to do kindergarten again." And I was like, "Darn, I don't want to do that." And they were like, "Oh well."
Ben is the only
So-
person that I know that has failed kindergarten.
I tell this to people all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know a guy who failed kindergarten, and they're like, you can't fail kindergarten.
Yes, you
Step back.
can.
You can't.
Watch
You don't
this.
show up.
People
So,
are like, you
wanna
can't fail kindergarten.
maybe-
Ben,
you
hold
wanna-
my milk.
Do you want to start like day one? Day one kindergarten.
Did you
Yeah, you
only
like-
go to like
You
the first day?
you like died.
I did die the first day of kindergarten.
What does that mean?
So
Yeah.
I got taken to the emergency room on first day of kindergarten.
Did you
This start
like crayons mixed with puppy saliva? Like what the hell?
No, that's what
Um,
Marines eat.
so, and then if they have some more, they feed it to the incoming helicopters. So you know there's this little playground thing. You sit on it and you twist yourself. It's like a big spiral down, right?
Yeah.
There's a pole in the middle. You sit down on it and you twist
oh
yourself
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I didn't twist myself down. It was a very rainy day
Oh,
the day before, and the thick-headed person that I am, I'm just like, I'm gonna stand on the top. Watch this. So I stood on the top, and then I fell off the top. And every single one of the little twists, I hit my chin on.
Oh no, no!
I had a big gash right here. And then I slammed into the back of the mulch and had to go get stitches in my head at a just built emergency room.
I mean, hey, it's clean at least.
They didn't have any stitches. They had staples.
Oh,
So
Ow.
that instead of stitching my head, they just grabbed a staple and just. That's basically
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Got it.
That was day one.
I don't remember day 2.
Day two was not as interesting. Well, I may have not went for day two. I was probably still in pain.
Yeah. Gosh, that must be why you were so dumb. I mean, what?
Probably. Actually, it may have knocked some things right.
Right?
Yeah, I was a pretty hyper kid. I liked throwing stuff. And I broke a This is one of 2 pets that I have killed.
What?
Killed?
Oh yeah, you had the hand
Killed?
of the turtle.
Yes, killed. I've killed 2 of my pets. I hate to say it, but the first one was, well, actually both were me just being a stupid kid. The first one, very simple. I threw a Hot Wheels at a fish tank and it broke it. It broke it and water went everywhere and my parents freaked out.
I don't remember that story.
It wasn't that funny. The second one's a whole lot funnier, but I don't know if I want to tell that one.
Why
'Cause that
not?
one's really embarrassing.
Didn't you have a turtle?
Oh yeah, the turtle. Oh, I loved my turtle. I didn't kill that one.
Oh, what happened to the turtle?
He was not right from the get go. He
Oh.
didn't eat anything. He didn't want to eat. He was just, I guess, not cared for at the start. And he just was given to us with already some issues, and we couldn't figure it out because it was a tiny little turtle.
Poor turtle.
Small turtle, big problem.
It-
R.I.P. Turtle.
It really hurt when he died.
Rip Turtle Coon.
When was there anything like from like kindergarten to second grade that happened to you, Ben, that it was significant?
Yeah, he failed. And then
He had an
Yeah,
afro.
yeah.
He had an afro back then.
Yeah, I had an afro. No, that was like in 4th grade. I had an afro.
No, you had an afro in kindergarten, bro.
I don't. I kind of did. It was about as long as it was now.
He had a
Isn't
big
super long.
ginger fro.
And
Mine
then
was
4th
funny.
grade, I let it like grow out for like a year and a half.
oh,
And it was huge.
Huge,
awesome.
ginormous. Second grade was my second significant, like, life-changing injury. It was traumatizing. It wasn't damaging as much as the kindergarten one, but it was still pretty scary because I was playing dodgeball and I was a menace, bro. I was super good at it. You could not touch me in that game. All right. I was wicked, bro.
all right.
Okay.
And then we had normal dodgeball balls, right?
Uh-huh.
But we also had these little balls that was the size of your hand that you could just chuck at someone and it would hurt, right?
Okay.
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I was trying to grab that one. At the same time, another kid was trying to grab one. And we didn't see each other, but we were this close, right? We didn't even know each other was there. And he basically bit my face.
Wait. How do you
Oh, yeah, he did.
unknowingly bite someone else's face? It's like, oh, there's this person I don't see anybody. Let me just chomp on the air real quick.
I don't
I'm
know, but
really hungry.
all that I know was that 2 seconds later, I was on the ground. There was blood on my face, and also his tooth was on the ground, and there was a big gash in my head.
Damn.
Oh,
That's probably what knocked something right.
oh my.
The first
God.
injury knocked something wrong. The second one knocked something right. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ben remembers that, right?
Yeah, I remember that one.
5th grade was amazing.
5th
We had
grade
a
was
teacher.
awesome.
It was honestly the best person ever. And Ben had the Ben.
I had the biggest fro.
You had the biggest fro.
Yeah,
It was
huge.
at this point. It was a planet around his
Yeah.
head.
And then over the summer, I just shaved the whole thing off.
Yeah. Then he went bald for a bit.
Yeah.
You went bald?
That was the
No, not like truly bald, but like
That
really
was-
close haircut.
that was around then was the time where you played Portal a lot in class. And
Oh yeah, that was like when I started speed running. I was
He's
really bad at it.
speed runs now. He's a speed runner.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a pro
But
gamer.
only for Portal. Only for Portal. He doesn't
Only
speedrun
for Portal.
anything
I'm
else.
bad at every other game I play except
You
for
tried
Portal.
you tried to speed run the first level of Mirror's Edge 2.
Oh yeah, I got pretty good at that one too.
And we played a lot of N++, right?
Oh dude, no, that was just N 2.0. That wasn't N++.
Oh,
That came
Yeah.
later.
but
I
I
remember
remember
we beat that.
we did.
Yeah,
you
we did all 400 levels.
bleep that out. If he doesn't want to be in here. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I guess.
You could bleep that out if you want.
Yeah.
Sure.
Use Zach's
But, like-
beep sound that you've used.
Yeah,
Like,
but like use a really loud beep noise, like make it disproportionately loud.
All right, me from in the future. You know what to do.
Just turn up the gain on that
Editor's
one.
note, put loud beep noise.
It's gonna
30
just be
seconds
Zach's,
ago.
but the gain is all the way up. That's
Because
basically what it's gonna
do
be.
you know, Ben, that we've had our own beep noise since the very beginning?
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
No.
because
Go back
Zach
to the
went.
first video.
Zach made a noise, which I'm not gonna make a noise because then we'll have to make that one as well. Zach made a
Yes.
noise in like episode 1 or something, and
I was
Go
like-
back and
It was an
timestamp it.
impression of a beep. And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to go back and go, oh, yeah.
Okay.
But then after 5th grade comes probably the
Oh, yeah.
start of the worst time of my life, and that was me leaving the school for 1 grade.
and
I
I
had a-
joined. I didn't know
I
Ben
went-
at all. Though.
Yeah, you joined. I lost
went
one
to-
dingbat and got another dingbat in his place.
No, but we didn't have any classes together except orchestra.
yeah, we were really bad at our
Band
instruments.
kids. Wow. Band kids.
Yeah, I mean,
I went
You're the
to a-
only one not here.
I went to a public school for a year.
Oh, how was that?
Very redneck public school.
So was it like shotgun
like,
class
right
and
over
then learning
there?
about pickup trucks, or
What's
did you
up?
have then
Say that again?
was
Sorry.
it learning about pickup trucks and then the shotgun class, or did you have like something about alcoholism in between?
I wouldn't say shotgun and public school in the same context.
I wouldn't either. That seems like a bad idea.
Uh, yeah,
School.
it was pretty bad. I blazed through the classes. Like all the expectations were super low, and I basically blew them out of the park. I had no friends.
Because it's public school.
That's a
shouldn't
lie.
say
I
that.
had like 3 people that I knew that actually wanted to talk to me. Everyone else thought I was weird.
well,
Well, yeah, I mean,
No, like legit, nobody wanted to talk to me because I was weird. I was like, this was the point where I started wearing the toboggan.
Oh yeah, the
Right.
toboggan. I forgot
Now-
about the toboggan.
It was not a good part of my life, right? But there was 3 people, right? One of them, I'm not going to say their names, but one of them was a giant guy, right? Not like fat, but like big. I'm so glad I knew him because if I didn't, I'd probably got beat up, right? I'd get stuff in the locker if I didn't know this guy. But he was amazing. He was such a cool guy. I went to his house and played GTA with him a lot. And then there was this short, not really short, just really skinny Indian kid who this is the kid who who did all of the story-worthy actions. He was an idiot. And he was just in our tiny little group because he was like me and nobody wanted to talk to him, right? And then there was the tomboy who I tried to date unsuccessfully.
Nice.
nice, good job.
Probably, yeah, not good. It didn't go well. But that one year was eventful, right? We'd had multiple times where kids have pulled the fire alarm. It was almost a regular occurrence.
Ah.
I pulled the fire alarm at a movie theater one time.
What?
I was just
I think
looking at it.
you're
I was
lying.
like,
I think you're lying. I
no,
don't
I
believe
just
you.
was like, I was looking at it. I was like, 2nd grade. I didn't quite understand the world yet. I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like,
I
and
want
I
to see
just pulled
fire
it.
truck. I want to see
that was it. And my parents were just like, "Why did you do that?" And I was like,
Can we get someone to say that that's a true story, or are we just gonna?
"Yeah,
roll
I'll
with it?
Well, I can't confirm that. I don't. Nobody
Yeah,
here
no.
can confirm that.
Your
I
parents
did
are in
do
the
it.
other room, Ben.
they're on the other side of the house."
Oh, whatever.
my
Yeah,
God,
Ben lives in a mansion.
Yeah, it's huge. It's like 2
He lives
miles
in a-
long.
Can you imagine having a house that's 2 miles long?
Takes
You have
me
to
like 40
sprint to
minutes
get to the other side.
Parents have to call you for dinner.
Hey,
It's like,
dinner's ready. You gotta just sprint across the house to get there.
start running.
Yep, and to get back to your room, you've already exercised the amount of calories that you just ate.
That's why I have a mini fridge.
Makes sense.
And a microwave. You can't forget the microwave.
Yeah, you have
I
a
used to put
microwave.
textbooks in my microwave.
Did you ever turn
such
it on the microwave to see what would happen?
No,
Oh.
because I only
That
turn on the
probably-
microwave when I have food in it. So why would I turn it on? when
Yeah, but
there's
like it'd be
textbook in it?
interesting to
Idiot.
see.
You have pulled a fire alarm, so I wouldn't put it.
I was
past-
like 8. How old are you when you were 2nd grade or whatever? I was.
That's
I think it was
7.
after the Crudes came out too.
the Croods.
Yo, my sister,
so.
my stepsister, she said that when there was like when she was whenever it came out and we watched it, and then later on, one of us, like her siblings, asked, "What is like the scariest movie?" And she was like, "The Croods," and I was like,
They
Not
are
that
pretty.
scary.
American animation is terrifying, dude.
That is
Have you
true.
seen the Grubhub commercial?
The Grubhub.
The Grubhub commercial.
"Have you not
Oh,
seen
I
that
love that
the
commercial.
commercial, Zach?"
No.
Oh.
All right, look it
Never
up when
seen
you're
that.
done here, dude. It's
Davis, put it up on
terrifying.
the screen.
All right, I'll put it up on the screen.
But do it
Put
like
a-
twice as fast, just so we can get through it quicker.
All right. No, it's gonna be playing over top of us, so we'll keep talking. That way, for those on the audio listeners, they don't have to listen to just random audio from Grubhub.
No, it's just bad music from
Not
like
sponsored.
2013.
But
It came out like not that long ago.
Yeah, it came out like 2 weeks ago. It's not that old.
everyone hates it. I just remembered another thing from kindergarten. You remember the toilet explosion
No.
that flooded the first floor?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So just randomly out of nowhere, we all get called out of the building, right? And at the time, it was small. It was a very small building. We didn't have the gym yet, right? When Davis, you came in, we were still at that small building, right?
We
We
had
didn't
the
have the
gym
gym.
at that point.
Yeah, we didn't have the
Jim
gym.
showed up in like 4th grade, something like
Something
that.
around then, yeah. So we had no place to go except just outside when the toilet exploded.
So we just went outside for like
so
3
basi-
hours.
Yeah, it was like 11 in the morning, like noon hasn't even happened yet, and we all just get escorted out of the building, right? Because the toilet upstairs has basically just blown up and is overflowing everywhere.
Wow.
I think like the pipe burst
So-
or something.
Yes, I'm pretty sure the pipe burst, but we could actively see water rushing out the doors. It was really bad.
Yeah.
But we had the longest recess ever, like what, 5 hours of recess? We even had like a band show up. No joke, there was a band outside at recess.
Yeah, it was kind of
That's
cool.
awesome.
Dude.
I think it's because our music teacher, who is the best person ever, and I can't wait for coronavirus to be over so I can go see one of his concerts. He was our music teacher.
Yeah, he like called up his band and was like,
He's
"Hey,
like, yeah, well, toilet exploded.
You know, regular
Music for the
occurrence.
Toilet, you know.
You know, that regular
But-
toilet explosion.
That was a very significant day for me because that was when I was like, yeah, this school's the best. This just happened. I hope it happens
Good.
again.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
mean, 5 hour recess is sick, dude.
it's a, it's a charter school, which makes it less funded and thus makes it more prone to accident.
Well, yeah, at the time we were at like a building from the 80s.
it was once a church, by the way."
Dude, I live right next to that place. Like I could walk there in 10 minutes, and it has not aged well even in the 4 years that it's been unused.
No, somebody bought it, so obviously
Yeah,
it's
it's,
being
um,
used.
Okay, and it looks unused and left.
It's office spaces now.
It's just so
Oh.
weird now that they built a gym beside it. It's this old, like, it's this old, just building. It looks like it's from the 80s, and then right beside it is like
A brand
a
new
2000
gym.
It looks like a warehouse almost, but it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
fully windowed. It's just a warehouse beside it, basically, with some
Yeah.
rooms in. And that's like, there's the middle school or whatever. That didn't explode, thank God. But they put the most ear piercing fire alarms in the gym.
Oh God.
They had you
That's
had to
for
hear
a
it.
fire alarm. Yeah.
You had to hear it. Well, I can hear the ones in the other building,
Yeah, but
but I
it's a
can
big
I can really hear the ones in the gym. Like so much that my ears was like, hey, run.
deal.
out of
Dun,
here.
dun, dun,
I
dun.
don't care if there's a fire. I don't want to hear this.
I remember the
then,
fire alarm went off.
but
I
screw that.
was-
Kindergarten's much over. We're at 6th grade now. This kid that I was talking about, the short Indian kid, probably one of the craziest things that I've ever seen a kid do in school. This kid did, and he was my friend. This kid was my friend. I called him my friend.
You're gonna have to elaborate.
So I was in gym class,
Oh
right?
no.
I was just sitting, we were about to, I guess, go running around the gym because, we didn't really have access to a field because the high schoolers took that over most of the time. And he just out of nowhere, this kid comes sprinting in, right? Right past us. I'm like, oh, what's up? What's up, guy? I'm not going to say his name. What's up? I'm going to call him Ellis. What's up, Ellis? And he's just like, hey, what's up? And then he keeps running to the front door, which is glass.
Oh no.
No.
Instead of opening the door, goes through the door. The
Did he
kid
break
runs.
it, or
Sure,
just-
yes, he broke it. How else would you run through a door? He
What?
breaks through the door and keeps running. He gets up and keeps running. 3 teachers come in and sprint after him. I'm just like, I cannot believe that I am friends with this guy, right?
Why was he running?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he took something from someone and he didn't want to get caught. I don't know. He probably smoked weed. I don't know. He's probably hiding something.
In 6th grade?
You would be surprised. Like, you could walk into the bathrooms at that place and be like, yeah, that's weed.
But
Somebody
at
smoking
6th
weed.
grade? Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Yeah. That was the point where I differentiated cigarette smell from weed smell. Like, you would have that one kid who would walk into class and you could smell him. He smelled like the bottom of a bowl, dude. It was horrible.
Eey.
Those kids were awful. And it didn't help that I was at a time where I was not really happy with myself, right? But that's okay. I came back to the school that I'm at now next year, and everything got okay. Right?
Everything
mean,
got
not
okay.
Fine,
great.
okay. We're here now.
Not
So that
great. It was middle school was honestly one of the worst times for me,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And it was mostly just because of family
Middle
issues.
school did kind of
I mean,
doo-doo.
Yeah, like that
It was
time
mo-
Ben broke my pinky.
oh yeah.
Oh my
that
god,
was
the
awful.
amount of time I wasn't even there, and I've
That was
heard
awful.
this story at least 4 times.
Yeah, but now we
Yeah,
have to tell the podcast. So, the people. So basically,
The people.
Ben, we were hanging. What was it, like a long recess or something? It was like we
It
were
was,
out on PE or something, but we went outside and it was a free day.
No, instead of teaching some class, someone was like, "Hey, let's just go outside."
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was our coach.
It was orchestra.
Was it orchestra? I
No, it
can't.
was orchestra.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just like, "Hey, let's go outside."
No. It wasn't orchestra. Well, unless we met somebody else out there because.
Yeah, it was because it was the last period.
But we also met out there.
Desmond.
So
Yeah, they
like.
had,
He was
I think it was a
amazing.
joint like band orchestra.
Listen.
Go
Yeah.
outside.
Maybe you're right. But anyway, something like that. And so and I guess I can't see that. But 2
Yeah.
of our friends
Probably have to bleep all of that
yeah,
out. More
good.
exact
I'm
sounds.
giving myself more
More
work.
exact sounds.
So our 2 friends were trying to have a nice moment, and I
Me and
mean,
Davis stroll up, being like,
no.
"Ba-ba-ba-ba."
I walk over there and I'm like, hey, and they're like, hey, can you leave me alone? I'm like, sure. Hey guys, so it is the Music Minutes, which is where we spend 5 minutes or so ish, sort of. I don't know, about enough time to where both of us can give a song that we enjoy, and yeah, basically, and talk about why we like it, and then recommend it to you guys. So, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So one of my favorite songs is actually Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls for one reason in particular. Well, two actually. One, it just sounds great. And it's like, oh, that's so good. That's so nice. That's so good. And then the second is because if you listen, it actually only has like one or two chord progressions, and that's it. But because it changes rhythm, dynamics, and kind of just overall flow, it sounds completely different or relatively different enough that they can get away with it, and it still sounds muy bueno.
Nice. The song I've been listening to a lot lately is "Just the Two of Us" by Grover Washington Jr. featuring Bill Withers. You know that one?
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
We can
I-
make it if we
I don't know
can.
where I heard it, but I heard it recently. Probably on Instagram or something. I think it's been a meme for a while or something. But I heard it recently and was like, man, this song is really good. And it also is only 4 chords. Actually, it's more like 5 chords ish, something like that. But it's like a very small amount of chords, and it's the same chords over and over again. But it works really well, and it kind of has that like it's a love song, but it's not. It's also not a love song. Like it's about it's kind of a love song, but there's this feeling of brokenness in there a little bit as well, which really vibed with me recently. So like, yeah, check it out. It's really good. The instrumentation's really good. There's a sax solo if you're into those. The only problem I have with it is there's a fade out at the end. Something you'll learn
fade
about
outs, yeah.
me is I hate fade outs. I hate them.
They're just not good.
They're not.
They're not.
So,
Simply.
all right. I think that's it. Go
And
check
that
out the
was
2
our
songs.
Music Minute.
And yeah, enjoy the rest of the podcast. Ben walks over there and he's like, I'm going to disrupt this. And I was like, Ben, come on. Don't do that. Like, come on. Let's go over there. Let's come on. He's like, no. And like, come on, dude. Let's just go. Come on. He's
I
like,
don't remember
stop.
them being out there.
You don't remember this? This is the whole reason.
No, I don't remember them being out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know why, but you were so adamant on ruining what was happening. I was like, can we just leave? And you're like, no. I was like, all right. And then I tried to like push you a little bit. And then you tried to death poke me, which if you don't know what that is, you poke somebody on the side.
You went in to like hit me, and I like swatted at you and hit your pinky.
No, that's not what it was.
These are very different versions
No,
of the
it
same
was death
story.
poke. You tried to death
It was
poke
a
me,
death
and I
poke.
tried to block.
No, that was before. And in retaliation, you like went in for a hit, and I like
No, dude.
bah! And
No, dude. You tried to death poke me and my pinky, and I tried to block it, and my pinky went back really fast and it made a popping noise. And I was like, my pinky is hurting really bad, but it was a slow, like gradual pain. So it was like, okay, I don't feel anything. And then it was just like a slow swelling gradual pain. And I was like, yeah, that hurts.
no, I remember swatting at your hand.
Ow.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, David's side of the story is
Jake.
like, David's side of the story is like, yeah, he tried to death poke me and I tried to block it. Ben's side is like, I did a perfect judo chop.
It was incredible.
And deflected.
So
Oh.
anyway, yeah, Ben broke my pinky, and I had to go, and I was like, this may
was
be
funny.
broken. It was like literally this big. Oh, and we had to take strings pictures right after that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Ben,
and our teacher was just like, just hold it there
some ice on
and
it.
pretend.
Put some ice on it, bro. Put some ice on it.
He was just like, hold it there and pretend like you're playing. I know you can't play, but just like move your bow and pretend. It's just a picture, so.
Davis is like
I put some ice
red
on it.
faced and like crying and like doing this fake, just breathing really hard.
Intense bass face.
Take the picture.
And then as soon as those were over, I was like, all right, I'm going to the office. And then I just like went and like called my dad. I was like, Dad, my pinky is in pain and it's like purple. He was like,
I
oh,
hurt. I'm hurting really bad.
I mean, when it's
Remember that
this big
time-
around.
Oh,
Yeah, it was right here. Piece of the bone broke off. Never been the same.
And then like 3 years later, Davis got me back by breaking my laptop.
Oh no! I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about that.
like, I don't even understand why you did that.
I don't
That
even-
was not an accident. That was just I'm gonna.
It was
He decided.
it was a computer
It was-
inside of a
Me
computer,
and
he just
someone
closed
else
one of them.
decided it. You're like afraid of spiders, right? Was that incident?
no.
Or is that, like, the
It was
day
after that. I was just so I'd had a bad day that day, and I was just tired of the two people I was sitting with. I was sitting with Ben and Gavin, and I was like, and I
We're,
was
like,
just
the most
tired of
chaotic
them.
people in that class.
I was just tired of them, dude.
And like me and Gavin were like just screwing around, not paying attention, not doing anything productive. And Davis is just like, bah! And he takes Gavin's Chromebook and puts it where my keyboard is and then closes my laptop. And it makes this horrible cracking noise, and the whole class went silent. And everyone was like, what was that? I opened my laptop and this screen is just it's bent. It doesn't close right anymore.
And I was like, it was one of those
Oh.
like anger moments where it's like you don't realize what you're doing, and then as soon as it happens, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I had one of those in freshman year. I was just really mad. Bleep out his name, but you guys remember, right?
Oh, I hated that
Yeah.
guy.
No.
I got
Yes.
weird.
Yes, I do.
I was just so mad at him, and we were standing outside because when we would like be done with school, we'd be standing right outside of the gym in this like weird line waiting for whoever to come pick us up. And he was just talking to me, and he was pissing me off so much. And I had my big lunch bag. I forgot I had a thermos in there.
Oh,
I just took it, and it just being impulsively angry, I just hit him right over the head with it.
I've never heard that story.
Oh my god. What
It was in full view of
happened?
teachers too. I don't think I hope they didn't see. He just was like shocked, and he was like,
That's
he's
such a
mad, of course,
such a
reasonably
him-
mad.
that's such a him thing to do. It's just like
And then he was like, "What? Why would you do? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Why
good.
did I
God,
do that?"
He always
To
moved so
be
much
fair,
when
though,
he spoke.
I did think that it was just gonna be my soft like lunchbox thing, because it was like this made of like mesh material. I forgot that my very metal thermos was in that, and I just made a makeshift like prison mace.
Oh my gosh.
so. Do you have any other middle school insanity things that happened, Ben? Because really, that's sixth grade was my biggest story moments, and it's oh my god, the special ed kid.
Dude, oh no.
Should I tell that
Why should
story?
people? Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben
tell that
knows the
story.
story. I hate to say this, but the special ed department at the sixth grade middle school wasn't good. It was literally just, hey, sit in the library for 8 hours and we read. And the teachers, Davis, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Davis
I
is
didn't
going,
know.
he's going to get up and leave.
Cut it down. I thought you were gonna be like, I don't want to hear this.
No. I was taking my jacket off.
It was not a. The teachers really didn't keep up with them, and there was one kid who they especially didn't keep up with, specifically just because he ran around a lot, and he had no classes, right? You know, he basically they just kept him in the library all day. So he would run from class to class just looking in the windows, right? And we would count sometimes. It's like, oh, he's back. There he is. And most of the time we have the door closed, right? One time we didn't, and he ran in and didn't expect the door to be open. and he freaked out for some reason.
Oh no.
And he just kind of ran into the room and then like stopped, looked, and then just he didn't really scream. He was just like he kind of chirped a bit. It was like a loud audible chirp, and then he's like he got scared, right, basically. But then he sprinted back out, and it was like, why do we not keep this kid like a teacher watching him? And it's just like I don't know.
And then y'all
We don't
like,
get
gave
paid
him
enough
5
to teach
points
these
for
kids,
that day.
apparently.
That's real.
What did you just
dude.
say?
I mean, it is North
What?
Carolina, so
Well, it was funny at the time, but I look back on it and I'm like, man, the teachers at that school really didn't do their jobs. But
Yeah, they.
yeah, we had a lot of random kids roaming the school for no reason. It was either because the teachers wasn't watching them, they were the special ed kids, or they were just trying to go to the bathroom so they could smoke weed, basically. I mean, the school sucked.
Wow.
Public schools suck. Public schools suck. Don't ever go to a public school. If you go to a public school, I'm sorry.
To all those out
I'm
there going to
truly-
public
I'm
schools,
truly sorry.
go to a
but-
charter school.
I mean, it was honestly sucky. We had kids pulling the fire alarms, fire trucks just showing up out of nowhere. I mean, we even had a SWAT team come up.
I mean, I doubt all public schools are that bad, but like,
No. It's just I guess I just had a terrible experience with a bunch of idiotic kids that just wanted to be extremely troublesome. And then
and
the
edgy.
SWAT team. Oh yeah, I was edgy. I was so edgy through middle school.
You like
And the SWAT team
exclusively
thing-
listen to friggin'
Oh yeah, I listened to NoFX and punk rock all throughout middle school. And I was the edgelord. I listened to political punk music.
political.
Yo, Green
I
Day.
knew nothing. No, I didn't like Green Day. I've always been like Green Day's great, but I've been a NoFX person forever. I love Fat Mike. Do you even know who NoFX is?
No.
Wow, then you suck.
that's a watch.
I love Fat Mike.
I love Fat Mike. He's the singer. He's big, and I think he doesn't have the pink hair anymore. He had like a pinkish mohawk. It was terrifying, but he's good. He's good at music.
Good at music.
Well, I was edgy. I was like, cut your finger and every other body part on my skull.
Oh.
And also my acne was wild.
Yo, I feel that acne gang.
Dude, I
And
feel
it was-
that now.
It was because of the toboggan. And it's
Yo,
it's-
Zach. Zach's just now getting into toboggans, so like,
You mean beanies?
yeah.
I can't wear mine anymore. Like if I wear any hat, just my head explodes. Just
I have multiple within reach of me right now.
instant strawberry patch.
pick them
It's
up.
terrifying.
Ben, Ben, turn up your mic just a little bit.
Put on a towering pillar of hats.
Is this good?
No, that's too high.
Oh, okay.
Just a tad.
You had to
Is that
do it
good?
at least
Yeah,
once.
that's better.
Can I feedback loop
No, you can't.
microwave?
That's
microwave?
That's a special time.
I
don't
have a
any-
knife and I've been playing with it the whole time, which is probably not safe.
No, it's not.
I've just been like opening and closing it.
Now it's Ben's edge.
Oh, Davis, real quick. What we got for time?
We're good. We still got like 15 minutes. We good.
Yo, epic.
Ah.
And high school comes around and everything gets really
Oh,
good for me.
dude,
Oh.
high school was okay. We can relate to this. Engineering class.
Dude,
We
That
were all
class-
in there.
We were all
was-
engineering.
probably one of the best classes I've ever taken.
We did nothing.
Do you guys remember those freaking rolly chair trains? Oh,
We did nothing.
Oh yeah.
Ben, you
Remember,
downloaded Portal on one of the computers and just started playing.
I downloaded
Portal.
Portal on like 5 of those computers.
I remember-
They're still on there.
Mm.
My experience with it is that we were doing some bit of work until the
Last 30 minutes.
Opposite. We were doing nothing until like the final weeks, and then he's like, "Hey, guess what? You want to learn programming?"
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
"No."
yeah. Alex
I
made
almost-
the friggin'
I got so angry.
But it was like the worst like coding teacher ever. It was like just drag the blocks.
it was it was code.org, and I'm
no,
currently
no.
Yeah,
No, we
it was
chose
code.
the worst one. He gave us options, and we were all like, "Let's do the easy one."
I remember
And it was awful.
I remember there was like a bumblebee at some point, and me and Ben just looked at each other and we were like, what is happening? What is
Because we had an option between the K through 8
You could,
version
like,
and the version that was like for more like late middle school and high school, and we're like K through 8.
it wasn't even K
Big
through 8. It
book.
was like K through 5.
Wasn't it
And
really?
we were like,
Oh.
"Yeah, let's do the
I ended up
elementary school one."
We had juniors in that class. We were
Yeah,
freshmen, but we had
Yeah.
juniors in that class.
Friggin',
I ended up finishing
Can I say his
the
name?
project like a day after it was due. It
I remember
sucked.
presenting those, and Alex was like, "Y'all remember that time Adam Sandler was a dog in that one movie?" And all of the parents in the audience were like, "No." And he looked at them and went, "Yeah, you do." And he turned back to his computer.
I think I put no effort into presenting mine. I'm just like, hey, look at this. I made airplanes. They go.
Ben, didn't
And
you
then
and I
fuck.
make a group one or something?
I don't
No,
remember.
I made my own.
So you three were in like the first set of engineering. I was in the second.
Oh.
I was not with you guys, but I did take it like the semester after you guys. And it was he refined it a bit more. So
Oh,
like
he
there was
did?
some work. Oh yeah, he did. But it still sucked. It was still probably the worst class I've ever taken because there was no actual engineering involved. I did more engineering in my my earth science class than engineering class. No joke. I tried. We like. Well, I can't say that because we did try and make like a glue. We did try and make like a tower in
Oh,
engineering.
the tower matchstick project.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I will say that, but I basically did the same thing in earth science.
I
Except
remember
we
instead of working on that project, we just like talked about anime for the entire class. And like 2 days before we were supposed to finish it, we were like, "We gotta put something together."
That
freshman
was
year was like
you
all
see,
time weeb level.
but that's our entire like that's what we've done since the beginning of
That's our work ethic.
Middle
It's just
school.
like,
whenever Ben and I were in a project together, we would just be like, let's talk about everything else other than the project. Last week or so, like 3 days maybe, we'd be like, yo, Ben,
right,
have you
let's
done
do the
anything for the
project."
project yet? And it's like, no, I haven't either. It's like, let's do things.
"All right, let's do the project," and we
Maybe
somehow
a
get a good grade on the project.
Well, there was one thing that I would like to mention. It's not a very
I
significant
just
thing that I
opened
did.
Discord.
But you remember the episode of the podcast when Zach was talking about the dance, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
So that exact same dance for me
The one I
was
kicked
the
the
most
water bottle?
lackluster. Yes, I watched that happen. And it was hilarious. That was That was like the funniest thing that ever happened.
that
at
was when you
dance.
showed up in your truck and you were like, "I'm gonna stay for 40 minutes."
I'm gonna stay for 40 minutes because I really don't want to be here. All right.
Oh yeah, and you were
I
like
got-
wearing
I got
cargo
others-
shorts and like a t-shirt.
I showed up to the dance because I didn't have anybody I'm going with. I was just going to be here because I wanted to see my friends. And it turns out everyone was not hanging out with me. So I'm just like, screw this, bro. I'm going to go.
Didn't you like
but
do
I,
a burnout in the
yeah,
parking lot?
that was what I'm getting to. I did a burnout in the parking lot because I was like, man, this place blows. Burn! And I was hoping somebody would hear it, right?
No, dude, because that was the dance that
I think it'd be funny.
what's his name DJ'd for us, and he just
Yeah.
the music.
Yeah,
The
and it was.
entire- yeah.
I honestly believe that I'm sick of DJs that play literally the popular music. Like, give me some EDM, give me some dance music, give me something I could do ecstasy to, and
He
just
did get the
jam
Cupid shuffle, so
Give me something to do ecstasy to.
Wait.
Jam out.
I want to not completely different.
Like,
Okay,
y'all
no lie.
just blew
That-
past that statement.
You take it out of
Yeah,
context, boys.
I just didn't want to be there, so I just sat down for a good 14 minutes eating like food from there was a fruit bowl, right?
Well, to be fair, Zach was being
The
depressed at the
fruit bowl.
time.
Zach was
what?
being
Ben was running
was a whole
around
lot of-
doing random shit, and
That's what I do at all of those. I don't actually like. I
Was
just
that
like
the
go
photo where
harass.
we got me with him in the background, and it was just him.
Oh yeah. I like Bigfoot walked behind some photo y'all were doing, and just was like,
It's hilarious because someone was like, "I'm gonna take a photo of you," and I'm like, "Okay." The photo pose.
Do we
and
have
then
that
after we
photo
took it,
somewhere that I can put on screen?
Somewhere. I zoomed in on it, cropped it, and that is actually Ben's icon on my phone. It's just his face,
Well,
super zoomed in and super.
We'll
grainy.
see if we can find it. If we find it, it'll be on screen. If not, tomorrow is literally
Also-
Sunday, so.
was that also?
Gotta get editing.
Was that also the dance where before we all like went to Hillsboro and like there's that photo of me? I think
Y'all
Davis was
did
there.
that? Why
And
was I not
Gavin, we were like hanging off of a tree or something.
No, that was like a year. That was the year before
was
that.
freshman year.
Yeah, that, or maybe 2 years
That was
before
great.
And someone was late to the photo op. I wonder who that was.
Dude, you know,
I don't remember which one it was. Was
Yeah,
it
I've
me?
been-
no, it was
I'm
me.
con-
That's the joke.
I'm-
Is that I'm always late.
I'm the forever alone
Also,
group.
but they
Next
actually,
time, Gabe,
something
we'll invite
interesting.
you.
We will. Something interesting though. That
I
photo.
don't know why
with,
I
like,
was
that
invited
big
that.
group
I
of
don't know
us
why Gavin
from
was there.
freshman year. That
You two
showed up
were-
in our junior yearbook. Like I was just flipping through, and that's in our junior yearbook. That
Oh,
photo
yeah,
of
it is.
us. Like why?
No, that was definitely freshman. Wait, but Ben, that's because the person that you were dating at the time was there, and
I wasn't dating anyone for that one.
no, I know, but
I don't know why I was there.
no, but you weren't dating at the time, but you were at one point, and
Yeah.
I think she still invited you for some reason, and it was weird.
No, I
and
think
awkward.
Gavin invited me, and I was like,
and she invited
yeah.
Gavin. I think she
I-
invited Gavin.
Gavin invites you, and you're like, where and when?
My
No,
hope,
that's
Yeah.
not true. I have to ask,
My-
what is it? Because I don't want to
Oh,
go to a
I-
weed smoking party. I'm sorry. I just don't.
I think I've turned that down enough times that he does not invite me to those things. So when he invites me to stuff, I'm like, yeah, let's go do something stupid.
my expectations were too high for that dance, and when I got there, I'm
Dude.
just like, this sucks.
You have expectations for those things? I walk in there
Yes,
like, I'm gonna be miserable. Let's go.
Like, I go in there thinking, hey, this is going to be maybe something that I remember, and I walk out being like, this is the stupidest thing that I've ever attended, bro. And then I do a burnout
think it
in the
was-
parking lot and leave.
I think
This place
was it
blows.
Alex? Was it
I don't
Alex
know.
who just kept walking up to people, pointing at them, and being like, "Drop it like it's hot."
Yes,
like-
oh my god, it was.
He did it like 3
He
times.
did that to me. I was so I'm like,
I thought he was walking up to people and pointing at him and saying, "Throw it back."
No,
think
that
he
was
did
the
that
next
too.
one. I thought.
That was
Ew.
that was the most actually a
Bless
chewed
you.
out sneeze I've ever heard. You actually
I
said
thought it was
a
fake
chew.
for a second.
It was like chew.
That's literally how I sneeze.
so. Then that dance was probably the last one I've ever been at.
I
And
guess he was
it's-
saying drop it like it's hot. In the
Yeah, it
one
was the
before
drop.
that.
I don't remember. Like like sophomore and freshman year is a complete blur to me. No joke. I
Yeah.
don't know when anything happened.
Yeah,
It just both morphed together, and then I just
I
don't
remember-
remember when anything happened.
I remember the fall of my freshman year, but everything from that until like the start of my junior year is the same.
I just remember when I like the first few bits of freshman year when I was sitting in my English class and looked at drop top minivans with a mirror, which was I
Remember me
don't
and
know what we were
Alex.
doing. And everything
For some
else
reason,
until like junior year, last year, I don't know what happened. I like, oh yeah, you remember that time? No, I don't. I really don't.
Hey, remember that time that Ben just kept a water bottle in his locker that was
Oh
crumpled?
my god. Why?
I don't, that should not have been there for that long.
I remember.
Like,
I remember.
it wasn't
you remember-
resting against anything either. It was just kind of like I crammed it up there and it stayed there.
I remember.
for, like,
we
a year.
tried. It was Alex that started it, but we traded around a Spider-Man pinata for a bit. Like,
What?
I remember that. I had that pinata for like a couple days, and I walked up to someone with it as if it was like a drug deal. I was like, "Hey, I got some in my locker you might be interested in." And they were like, "All right, I want to see it."
It was a beaten
I think
up
it was
Spider-Man. It was with one leg, and its head was like basically flat, but its body
I
was
think
fine.
it was
I had it
I think I
for a
walked up
bit and
to-
to carry it like a baby around, and then Alex took it back from me. So
No, I think I gave it to Jordan,
that was,
the crazy guy, the one that came out with the great pickup lines.
Oh,
The conservative.
say great. You say great, but
Hey girl, are you Tallahassee? Cause I got no clue where you are.
And it's like, hey girl, you Wyoming? Cause you probably don't exist.
God,
a funny Garfield joke. Ha ha ha.
We said that one a lot. That's when that meme had just come out, so we were like, this is funny.
Wyoming. What's
Hey, girl.
Wyoming? Hey girl, are you a girl? Because girl.
Cause girls don't exist.
hey girl. Since what I sent to Garrett that one time.
You can't say that.
No, I cannot
Okay.
say that sentence on this
We-
podcast.
we can say like the family friendly version, which is
Hey
just
girl, you pee with that butt. Sent to the wrong person.
It's time's
Realized
up.
that I said the
We're
wrong
out of time.
That's it.
thing.
That's it.
We're
no
out of
more.
time.
That's
We-
it. Thank you.
We're out of time. Thanks guys for being on here.
Baby.
Wow, that was a ride.
Yeah, man. We're
Um,
interesting people. I can't believe I remember the one point.
I like the
Actually-
fact we end with the
Like,
Anyway,
I was gonna mention like, there was one decision in my life that I probably like that I base on like, oh, this decision right here has led me to this point being on this podcast, and that is choosing the school that I did. Like I
That
had
is-
a choice.
that is
I could have chosen to go to my my cousin's school, and I didn't because I didn't like my family. So instead, I was like, hey Ben, I'm gonna come to your school now. And if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't have been speaking to Ben anymore. And that has led me to this point, being on this podcast in this
Nice.
episode, talking about how one of my friends slammed through a glass door and kept running from a teacher.
All the power
That
to
was-
him, right?
that was good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ben and Gabe, for being on today. You guys are great. And we'll see you guys next time. See ya.
You like pizza?
Bye bye.